Hello and welcome to Microsoft Excel Course Advanced. This course is divided into 20 parts. In each part, we will learn new features and methods for working in Excel. If you have any queries or questions plus suggestions, you can write them in the comment box. I will try to answer them as soon as possible. The links for all the parts are provided in the description box. If you are new to working with Excel, you can check Excel course for beginners videos on my channel. So let's talk about part 1, modifying a worksheet. In this part, we will discuss how we can move and copy data in a worksheet, how we can copy and move the worksheet in a workbook, plus we will learn how to insert and delete rows and column, how we can change the height and width, how you can hide and unhide, freeze and unfreeze the rows and columns. We have an example over here where we have the names of the students plus their marks in some subjects like English, Hindi, Math, Science and Computers. Say the first thing which we want to do on this data is we want to move it and copy it to a different location on the same worksheet. So to copy and move the data, first of all you have to select the data. Say we want to move this much data to a different place. Select the data. The moment you select it, you can either right click and select copy option from here, or you can go to the home tab and under the clipboard group you have the cut, copy and paste option. That can be done, or you can use the shortcut keys for copying and pasting. Let's use this shortcut key. My data has already been selected. Let's press Ctrl plus C to copy the data. The moment you press the shortcut key or you select any of the options which we have discussed, you get a marching ants around the data which you have selected. Simply select the cell where you want to move or copy the data and press the shortcut key, or again you can use the right click and paste from here. Click the paste option. You can see the data being pasted to a different location. We have copied the data. Now to remove these marching ants, you can press the escape key. Similarly, for moving the data, you can select your data, you can cut the data and place it to a different location altogether. Say we want to move this data, we can use the cut option. The data will be removed from this place altogether and placed on a different location. Say over here, you can see the data has been moved to a different location. Now say we have a requirement where we want to move the worksheet. As you can see over here, I have a workbook open in front of me and I have 3 worksheets. We are working on sheet 1, that we have renamed as part 1. I want to move the sheet to a different position on my workbook. So what you have to do is simply click the sheet. You can see together with the pointer page will appear. You can, with the mouse button clicked, you just have to drag to a new location. If you look closely, you will see a inverted black arrow pointed where your sheet will be moved. Say I want to place it after sheet 3, I just have to move to that particular position and release the mouse button. So my sheet is being shifted from the first position to the last position. To copy a worksheet, to make a copy of the worksheet, you have to select that particular sheet of which you want to make a copy and press the Ctrl key on your keyboard. Then you have to click the left mouse button and drag. Now if you look closely, if you see over here, together with the pointer and the page symbol, I have got a plus sign also. That plus sign means that we are making a copy of the worksheet. Move to a new location. You can see the downward arrow at the top of the sheet where my pointer is, and you just have to release it over there. you can see a copy of your worksheet. Your original sheet is already in place and you have a copy of the worksheet as well. We have an example over here where student records are inserted. We have data for 5 subjects and I want to insert the data for another subject, say French. So what we need a column over here. To insert a new column, simply select the column before or after which you want to insert a new column. You can right click. Here you get the option of insert. You just have to click on insert. Since my column is being selected, so a new column will be inserted over here. Click on insert. You will get a new column together with the formatting of the selected column. Another option of inserting a column is, if say I want to insert a column next to maths, select the column and in your home tab under your cells group, you can see the option insert over here. So click on this drop down. You will get these options over here, whether you want to insert a cell, you want to insert a column. We want to insert a column. Click on insert column. A new column is inserted for you. You simply have to type in the data. Say I want to add French marks over here. I want to add, say, art marks over here. So that can always be done. Now to add a new row in between these students, I want to add a new student over here. Simply select the row. Same method, right click and select insert. A new row is being inserted. You can also select and go in your home tab under your cells group. You can click on insert. You can see this option, insert sheet row. You can always click on that and a new row will be inserted for you. To change the height and width of the rows and columns, say for example I have a column over here where computer marks are being inserted and this column is very small. I cannot see the values properly, that's why hash signs are being displayed over here. So how to adjust this column's width? You just have to take your mouse pointer at the column heading. Your pointer will change into a double-headed arrow. At the intersection of the two columns, you have to place the pointer. Click the left mouse button and drag. You can see the width being changed. You can change the width from here, the column width from here. Or you can always go to your home tab and under your cells group, you have an option of format over here. Click on format. Now, when you click on format, you have all these options available. You can adjust the row height from here. You can adjust the column width from here. We were working with column width. If I click over here, column width, you can specify the width, column width over here also. I say I want it as 20 and click on OK. You can see the changes that all the column width have been changed. In one go, you have changed the width of all the columns. To change the row height, you simply have to place the mouse pointer at the intersection of two rows. The pointer will change into a double-headed arrow. Click and drag up or down, whichever way you want, and you can adjust the row height. Another method, you can go to the home tab. Under the cells group, you have the format option. From here also, you can change the row height of all these rows. You can also select a row, right click, and from here also you can change the row height as per your requirement. Next thing which we will see is how to delete the row or column. Say for example, I don't want this column art over here. I want to delete it. So simply select the column, right click, and you have the option of delete. You click on delete. Your column will be deleted and the column headings, the column numbers which are being provided, A, B, C, D, automatically it will be adjusted for you. Second method of deleting the column is you can select the column. In your home tab under the cells group, you have the delete option over here. Click on the drop down. From here also you can delete the column. Click on delete. It will remove the column from your worksheet. Now, if we want to remove the row from our worksheet, same method, select the row, right click, and from here you can choose the delete option, or you can always go to the home tab and under the cells group you can choose the delete option. Your row will be deleted and the row numbers will be adjusted accordingly. In this example, we have marks of all the students. Say for instance, I am showing the marks to my students and I want to discuss only the English and the Hindi marks. I don't want to show them the maths and the science or SST marks. So one method is I make a different worksheet altogether for showing the marks, only the English and Hindi marks, or I can work a way around in my existing sheet. I can hide the rows and the columns. How to hide the row and the column? Simply select the column which you want to hide. Say I don't want to show the maths column. Right click and select hide option from here. The moment you click on hide, your column will be hidden. It will remain there on your worksheet, but it will not be visible. Let's click on hide. You can see, if you look closely at the top, that is your column headers, you can see over here the pointer is changing into a double-headed arrow. You can see a small bar over here. That column is being hidden. It is not visible, but you can always unhide it. To hide any column, second method is select the column. In your home tab under your cells group, you have the format option. Here also you have the hide and unhide option under the visibility heading. You can select whichever option you want to work with. You want to hide the rows, you want to hide the columns, accordingly you can select. I want to hide the columns, I can select hide column from here. To unhide, simply right click and select unhide. Your column will be visible to you again. Now in this example, if you look closely, I have the records of all the students of my class, and when I scroll down the page, I can see the last record, the marks of the student roll number 40, but I do not know which marks is for which subject. The heading also scrolls. So if there is a requirement, we want to keep this heading fixed on my worksheet and scroll the rest of the data in my worksheet, that can also be done. That comes under your freezing and unfreezing of the panes. So how to freeze the panes? Say for example, I want to freeze the first row. I want to keep the headings intact. Just make the second row as the active cell or the active row. Go to view tab, and in your view tab under your Windows group, you have the freeze pane option. Click on freeze pane. You can select freeze top row, you can select freeze column. If you want to freeze a column, you can freeze the row and the column together. We'll discuss that as well. Just now I want to freeze only the top row, to click on freeze top row. Now you can see a gray line over here. If you see closely, if I scroll, the first row, the top row is being fixed. I can always see that roll number 40, the name is there. This is the column B is for name, the column C is for English and Hindi, and so on. That can also be done. So the first row, the top row is being fixed. To unfreeze it, again you just have to go to the view tab. In your under your Windows group, you have the freeze pane option. Select it and click on unfreeze pane. Now if you scroll, you will see that the top row is now unfreeze. If you want to freeze a column, say this first column over here, go to View tab, click on Freeze Panes and click on Freeze First Column. If I use the scroll bar over here, you can always see the first column is fixed and we can scroll and we can move the sheet. Now, if you want to freeze the column as well as the row and scroll the rest of the data, that can also be done. Let's first unfreeze these panes. Now, the method to freeze the top row and the first column is you just have to make the cell, this cell active. That is the intersection, this place where your top row is there and the first column is there. This is the intersection point over here. Go to your View tab, Windows and Freeze Pane and click on Freeze Pane. Now you can, if I scroll down, let me scroll down, you can see the top row, it is frozen, it is in place. If I scroll this way towards the side, the column is frozen. So this way you can freeze and unfreeze the rows and columns. So in this part we have discussed how we can modify the data which is present on an Excel sheet, how we can work around with various options of adding rows and columns, how we can adjust the height and width, add new rows and columns. You can use the same example, you can work around and try out all the options which are present on your tabs and the ribbons. In part 2, we will see the AutoSum command. We will see how we can work around with the AutoSum command. Thank you.